Hey, how's it going everybody? It's Thegameconomist, and today we're going to be talking about kind of a different subject. It's Dark Souls related, but we're not going to be talking about the gameplay itself. We're going to be talking about the community and my appreciation of you guys. You know, my channel is doing really well. It's on its way to 5,000 subscribers, and here's the thing. I'm a community-minded kind of person, right? I think about organizations. I was that way in school. I was that way as a kid. I know my channel cannot succeed without the help that you guys have given me the whole way. You watch my content, you know, you talk with me, you tell me what you like, you tell me what you don't like, you leave me feedback. All those things, you know, they matter immensely to me. And in the end, what I'm trying to do is have a good time, right? I'm playing games. I love video games, and I imagine all of you do. So I'm having a good time, and I'm trying to provide quality content. So when you come home from work at the end of the day, you can turn on your television or your cell phone, whatever, and watch something that you enjoy, or be able to look up some sort of information that's very useful for you. So thank you very much for being a subscriber, for watching my content, and for just enjoying the game with me. I am, at heart, a gamer. Even when I was a kid, all I wanted to do was play video games. I'm totally addicted to them, and I feel like that passion for video games is probably something that we have in common. You know, it's like having a passion for sport. It's not necessarily important, but if humans had nothing novel to do with their time, if we didn't have a way to enjoy ourselves, we would probably go to war more. We wouldn't be living better lives, and not in my opinion. So I'm very grateful to be enjoying myself playing Dark Souls, but also to be entertaining you guys, and hopefully, finding ways for you guys to get more out of your gaming experience as well. And I'm going to keep doing this. And now that I'm done thanking you guys, the next thing I want to do is thank the guys who have helped me with my channel, like directly, the other YouTubers, and some particular people who I think have really enhanced my ability to make videos for you. You know, Dark Souls is very easy to become very toxic when you play this game. Just the design of the game is meant to be frustrating, and you have the emotes in the game that allow you to be kind of like a bully, right? The point down, or the patches squat, or the dung, right? The dung. It's very fun, actually, to be a bully. If you haven't tried it, go try it. I recommend it. But the point is, that sort of environment does eventually encourage you to get a little bit toxic, you know what I mean? And that's not what I want to be as a YouTuber ever. That's not what I want to be as a person ever. But I mean that in the direct way. Of course, I'm going to have fun from time to time, but genuine toxicity is not my style. So with that being said, I want to start by giving a shout out to Saint Riot. Saint Riot, you know, without me asking for him, gave me a shout out the other day, and I really, really appreciate it. He does invasion footage, right? He likes to invade people. He likes to talk about his invasion techniques, give his opinion on the game. He likes to give his opinion on player behavior as well, which is interesting. And I believe he also will talk about the community from time to time. So if you like to listen to people talk while they're invading, Saint Riot is a terrific YouTuber. And of course, I want to say this before I get too far ahead. Anybody that I recommend, you should definitely go out, hit the subscribe button, you know, leave them a comment, tell them I said hi if you want, leave them a like, and all those things are free, right? So it doesn't cost you anything to do that. And of course, I'm going to be leaving some links in my description, and I'll do it in the pinned comment so that you can easily access all of the people that I'll be talking about today. Next, I want to give a shout out to two PvPers who have more like fledgling channels. I don't know how serious they are about becoming more of a regular uploader, regular content creator, but you know, sometimes getting a little bit of encouragement is kind of what you need to actually get into YouTube, you know, and be more serious. So the first one, some of you probably recognize his name, is B-Dubs PvP. Of course I knew about B-Dubs as a player. I didn't know he actually had a YouTube channel though. So if you want to learn about some really advanced techniques for the Pontiff Knight Curve Sword, or maybe just curve swords in general if you want to call it that, I definitely recommend going and giving him a look. And you know, maybe in the future we'll see him giving out more detailed types of videos, maybe like guides on maybe the finer aspects of curve swords, right? I'd be interested in watching that. Next, I want to give a shout out to Base Cannon 90. So Base Cannon, you know, one of the things that I look for in people who are into the PvP community when it comes to Dark Souls, I'm looking for people who don't just want to use maybe the status quo weapons, but they're interested in maybe trying something new, doing some innovation. When it comes to very large weapon groups like what we have in Dark Souls, you really do kind of have to experiment, not just with the data. You see, the data is very, very valuable. Never, never ignore the data. But you also have to get into the fight and be willing to face other players and just test your theories out, test ideas out. And so Base Cannon likes to play around with the poise weapons, which I think is a terrific idea. In fact, I'm pretty sure he mentioned to me the other day that he was thinking about making a poise guide. I'm not sure about that though. You'll have to go over to his channel and ask him, right? So I'll leave a link to Base Cannon's channel in the description and in the comment section. And yeah, so take a look at those two Dark Souls PvPers. They love the game just like you do, and I'm sure you'll be able to learn things from them. Next, I'm definitely going to mention Bathed in Brenna. He has a pretty small channel right now, but he fulfills a really important role. He actually hosts tournaments on the PlayStation 4 for hardcore PvPers, people who are into the meta. And so what you can actually do is watch his videos and just have an opportunity. It's kind of like running an experiment, right? You can go see what those players were doing, what they were trying, and how it worked out for them in the end, you know? Those are incredibly important. I don't always think that the tournaments are the most exciting thing to watch, but you learn so much when you see those experts trying something out that maybe you didn't consider, right? So go watch Bathed in Brenna's tournament footage. What's really cool about this guy, he actually, if you guys didn't know this about him, he will actually fund prizes for people to win in the tournaments, and that is amazing, you know. And he could probably make a little bit of that money back if more people watched his videos and give him a subscribe. Lastly, I want to mention two YouTubers that probably don't need me to shout them out, but I thought you guys might find this interesting anyways. My favorite Dark Souls YouTubers ever, and I have a lot of favorites, right? There's plenty of good uploaders, but these two, I guess the reason I like them is just because around the time I got into Dark Souls, they were the first ones I ran into. It was Inferno Plus. I think his content's extremely enjoyable, whether you're watching it for the PvP or just for the funnies. He has terrific editing skills, and he got me really excited and into the game. So Inferno Plus, of course, he's great. I'm sure a lot of you probably recognize his name. The other one is actually Revian. If I'm saying his name right, Revian Invasions. When I was playing Dark Souls, I played Dark Souls for the PvE, and I didn't really give a second thought to the PvP. But Revian's invasion videos, and back then his channel was a lot smaller. His channel has been growing and growing. It's really impressive, very inspiring. And his editing skills, if you've kept up with his videos, his editing skills, they get better all the time. So I'm sure Revian is on his way to having getting up to that 100,000. I think that's a really terrific milestone for YouTubers. It's reaching 100,000 subscribers. He is on his way. Go stop by, hit the subscribe button and help him along. All right. Well, I think that's everyone I was going to give a shout out to today. If you know somebody that you think deserves a shout out, let me know about it. And, I eventually will do another video like this again, or find another way to highlight somebody in the community who's doing a lot of positive work. And so what you can do in the comment section is just tell me who you think ought to get shouted out. And if you are somebody who would like to be shouted out, privately contact me. I don't really mind. It's not a big deal. So, yeah. To wrap things up, I just want to thank you all for watching my stuff and giving me feedback and helping me out. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you guys will continue to do so. Oh, and one more thing I wanted to mention, I am working on a dual tier list now, so hopefully within a week, maybe sooner if I work really hard, I'll have that video made. It takes a while though. I am talking with a lot of other players who are helping me out with this. They're giving me great advice. I'm learning things actually, that sort of interaction. When you're doing that kind of work, you learn things that you didn't know. In fact, since I'm talking about this subject, why don't I go ahead and leave a link to the Dark Souls 3 PvP community. That's a Discord link, and it's going to take you to, if you've never used Discord, it's like it's a server where you can go in and text people on your computer or your cell phone or whatever, right? Really terrific community, very active. For all platforms, PlayStation, PC, Xbox, you get people talking, spreading ideas. You get some of the guys who have worked extremely hard at gathering all the data for this game, and they are on that Discord. So if you want some of the best build information and some of the latest innovations that have been found in PvP, you've got to go to that Discord and say hi to guys like Angeluso. Oh, which by the way, Angeluso has a YouTube channel as well. Go, I'll leave it, all these guys, right? I'll leave a link to that as well. And then also Sir Halvard, who is the head mod over there. If you pop into the Discord, you can ping him and say hello and that you'd like some help with your build, right? Okay, now I'm done. I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.
Really? Oh my gosh, you guys! I just want to thank y'all so much!